What's popping out there, world? And welcome to another edition of TJ Sports Nation, presented by your boy TJ straight out of KC. Some boxing talk, man. I've been waiting to do this
By your boy TJ straight out of
all week. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting to do it all week. Let's start with this weekend's action. And we had a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of it. Tank Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz. Fight card. That was an epic night. Well worth the fucking money. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't order that fight, you missed out on a good one. Really, the whole day was filled with boxing. Like I said in the last video that I did or whatnot, man, the last Saturday was a epic fucking night of boxing. It really was, man, because you just had boxing everywhere. It started with the Zone and it ended with ESPN and Showtime. You know what I'm saying? Doing their thing as far as pay-per-view. So it was well worth the money, man. And I there was no way I was missing out on that. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to the card on the Tank Davis deal versus Santa Cruz. And we could just go from there. You hear me? First fight that I seen, the first two fights actually ended pretty quickly or whatnot. Isaac Cruz and Diego Magdaleno. I think that fight ended in the first round, but Cruz looked pretty good. I was very impressed with him. Still kind of learning a lot about him, but I'm definitely gonna keep my eye on him. But my boy Regis Progress, and Juan Heraldez. Juan Heraldez is actually in Floyd's camp. You know what I'm saying? And he was undefeated up until Saturday, man, but he just hadn't fought no real competition. That was definitely a interesting fight to say the least. But Progress got in there and he took care of business and he did what he was supposed to do. And he got that cat out of there, man. To be honest with you, Heraldez was really no match for him. You know what I'm saying? I think Progress might have been a little bit too soon for him. He was a little bit too soon for him, man. So it just became a little bit difficult for Heraldez to bounce back in that match. He really didn't have a chance to. You know what I'm saying? So now one must wonder what's next for Progress. Will he get a rematch with Josh Taylor? I really don't want to see that rematch with Taylor, man, because I feel like Taylor will get him. You know, and Josh Taylor is rumored to probably have just a couple of more fights at 140 before he moves up to welterweight. He's dangerous, man. He's dangerous, man. So you can't fuck around with your boy, you know what I'm saying? Josh Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Because he's special, man. And, you know, he's already beaten Regis Progress once. Epic battle. Epic battle, man, to say the least, man. But I just don't think Progress can get him, man. I just think that Josh Taylor's a little bit too technical for him. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I don't know, man. I'm hearing some rumors he may try a welterweight. You know, we'll see. You know, I still kind of hope and wish that I can get that fight with him and old Maurice Hooker, man. But I really think Progress gets Maurice Hooker. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? I think he gets Hooker right on up out of there, man. Where the hell is my lighter at? Okay. Yeah, he gets Hooker right on up out of there, I think, man. Progress is talented, man, but neither one of those guys can beat Josh Taylor or Josie Ramirez. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. Anyways, Ryan Cowboy Carl. I went with him in this fight, but apparently I didn't know Mario Barrios like that. Mario Barrios is that motherfucking deal. And he got Cowboy out of there. And I was sitting at my people's house with my motherfucking jaw dropped behind that shit because I could not fucking believe what I had just seen. But Mario Barrios is that deal. I was very fucking impressed with him in that matchup. And you know what? If Tank got a lot of shit going on, man. So we're going to pause on Barrios. Let's get to the Tank and Santa Cruz fight. Let's get to that, man. Now, I had it scored, the main event, Tank Cruz. I had it scored, you know what I'm saying, 2 rounds. I gave Santa Cruz a couple of rounds. I think I had it 3-2 going into the 6 before the knockout. You know what I'm saying? Because Santa Cruz was hanging. He was doing some very impressive things. You know what I'm saying? But all it takes is one shot, man. All it takes is one shot in boxing. And Tank he led Leo right where he wanted to lead him, man, and he caught him. And I've never seen Santa Cruz get knocked like that to the point to where he just, I ain't gonna lie, I'm with everybody else. I thought he was dead because it looked that way. It was scary, man. Like I sent up a prayer for that brother while he was down on the ground in front of his pops like that. You know what I'm saying? But I was very impressed with Tank. He handled himself well. He was even concerned about Leo. You know what I'm saying? So now let's get to the aftermath of that. You know what I'm saying? Tank got a shot, man, to really headline some pay-per-views here in the future. And it may start as early as Cinco de Mayo next May if Ryan Garcia can get past his next test in December. Ryan Garcia has to get past his next test against Luke Campbell, who is an exceptional British fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's only got one loss. He's exceptional. But Ryan Garcia, which I think he will get past Campbell, if he gets past Campbell, then it's setting up, man, for a epic showdown next May between him and Tank Davis. And you know, Ryan Garcia has got Oscar De La Hoya in his corner. And Tank got Floyd in his corner. And you know they fight back in 2007 with Cinco de Mayo. Classic, G. You know what I'm saying? So to see that happen next year possibly would be epic. But then I look at some other fights Tank could possibly have. What about him and Mario Barrios? That would be a good ass fight. Some people think Barrios would get him. I don't quite think so. Like I said, I see Shakur being a problem for Tank, and I see Devin Haney being a problem for Tank. But the way Devin's talking and the way his body is growing and shit like that, man, Dev's probably gonna move up, man. You know, to a whole nother weight class here in a minute, man. So that fight with him and Tank may not happen, you know. Plus, if Floyd got anything to say about it, man, you know, we better just hope that Floyd don't cock block on some big fights Tank could have, because he wants Tank to have the career that he had. But, you know, Tank is a true warrior. He's a true warrior, man. I'm telling you. I wouldn't mind seeing that though, man. But that Showtime card was epic. It was well worth the money. And you know, I can't wait for the next one, man. I cannot wait for the next one. That's gonna be epic too. Let's get to the DAZN card with Mr. Alexander Usyk. Usyk versus your boy Chisora, a veteran in the game. That card was pretty good too, man. I think it started about 2:00 or whatnot. But it was a pretty good card, man. DAZN, they give you those fights, and you end up getting fights all day. You get them all day, man. But let's start at the bottom. Good women's fight that went down. I did catch some of that. I didn't catch all of it. I was impressed with the second women's fight on that card with Ramilia Ali and Eva Hummeyer. That was a pretty good matchup. I'm gonna be keeping my eye out on Miss Ali. She's that deal. Lee Selby, a veteran in the game, man. George Kambosos, he gave him that work though, man. He gave him that work, and he put the boy down, and he didn't actually knock him down, but he just outboxed him, man. It was a good fight, man, but you know, keep your eyes out for your boy George Kambosos, man, Jr., because he's gonna bring some shit to the table in his division. I guarantee you that, man. I guarantee you that. Let's get to the big dogs, though, man. Let's get to the big dog. Usyk versus Chisora. Usyk versus Chisora. Now, people been hyping this Usyk cat up. He's left cruiserweight. He's moved up to heavyweight. I like what I see in Usyk, with the exception of he's slow as a motherfucker. And it was kind of a back and forth battle the beginning, but Chisora is older, and he's had a lot of fights up under him, man, and he became very gassed out at the end of the fight. And I think ultimately that's what cost him the fight. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have gas towards the end, man. He was on E. His light was on, nigga. Do you hear me? But to say the least, Usyk, I seen some good flashes. I seen some flashes. I was like, I don't know. He wants to call out Anthony Joshua after the fight. I think Anthony Joshua gets him. I think that it's too early, and Usyk is too new in this weight class, man, to be trying to go after the big dogs. He needs to try to match up with some of the other guys, man, like I wouldn't even really say Andy Ruiz. I think Ruiz gets him. Maybe Joe Parker. That'd be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Robert Helenius, a veteran. That'd be a good fight. That one motherfucker that Helenius beat that surprised everybody. His name's on the top of my tongue. It'll come back to me, though. But a matchup with him, you know, everybody that's boxing knows who I'm talking about on that one. But that'd be a good matchup. I think he should start slow and work his way up, man. Not try to go after a big dog like Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's going to crush his dreams if he tries to go after him now. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't even think he's a real good match right now for Dylan White or even his opponent, you know, whenever he gets over COVID, Alexander Povetkin. I don't think he's a match for them right now, man. I'm just being real, man. It's going to take time for Usyk to get to that point in his career to where he'll be able to compete with those type of guys, because right now he's just not ready, man. He needs to start small and work his way up from there. You know what I'm saying? And if he does that and takes it slow, like he's supposed to in his career, he may be okay. He may be okay in the long run. But right now, I don't think so, man. It's way too early. And if let's just say they was to fight in February, Adam Kawanaki, maybe that'll be a good matchup for him if they was able to get the promotion shit, going in the right direction. Usyk and Adam Kawanaki, or Robert Helene is one of those guys. That might be an easier test for him, but to try to go after the big dog like AJ, you could only bark so far with AJ, buddy, because he just don't have the ring experience at that weight class to compete with him right now. He just don't. He just don't, man. You know what I'm saying? But I got faith in Usyk, but he's not ready. He's not ready for Joshua right now. Take your time, brother. Take your time. You know what I'm saying? You'll get there. But yeah, man, it's been a lot going on in boxing, man. It's been a lot going on in boxing, man. My boy Demetrius Andrade, middleweight, 160. Oh, Earl Spence, man, who's dominating the welterweight division, is probably at least one of the top two welterweights in the game, man. Says he's not impressed with Andrade's choices of opponents. He ain't fought nobody. Andrade heard about that and said, well, why don't you tell your two twin girlfriends, as in the Charlos, Jamal and Jamel, to come fight me, or better yet, why don't you come fight me? He also went on to say that he can whoop them as big as heavyweight, and specifically named Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Demetrius Andrade. He is talented. He has a awkward way of fighting, but it works. It's a little hard for me to explain, but he has an awkward way of fighting, man. And if you haven't seen Andrade fight, check him out, man, because he has an awkward way of fighting, man, but yeah, he's very good, man. And if Earl was to try to come up and fight him, Andrade is 6 foot, and I think Earl is 5'10". You know what I'm saying? So Andrade fits his weight, but you know how it go, man. It never goes good. It's no different than when Mikey Garcia tried to move up 2 or 3 weight classes to fight Earl. I honestly would lean towards Andrade if they fought, even though technically on paper, if you really look at it, it's kind of a 50-50 fight. It's kind of a 50-50 fight. But I think Andrade is a little absurd saying that he can whoop Joshua Ruiz. They just too big for him, man. I wouldn't take it that far. And I'm not about to sit here and believe that at all, man. I'm just not, G. I'm just not. But I like Andrade. I really want to see him and whatever Charlo brother. I think he's called both of them out. Rumor has it that him and Eddie Hearn offered them $7 million. Then I heard it was $4 million. I'm not sure, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather see him and one of the Charlos go at it, preferably, Big Charlo go at it, you know what I'm saying, at 160 here in the future versus him and Earl. You know what I'm saying? I think Earl's just taking it too huge of a risk going after Andrade, Earl's opinion is Earl's opinion, and sometimes you just got to respect that shit and move forward, you hear me? But very, very interesting to say the least, man. And I'll be keeping my eye out on that situation, my brothers and sisters. Guarantee you that. Guarantee you that. Let's see what we got going on over here in the chat real quick. What's up with you brothers, man? I appreciate y'all tuning in again. My dudes, man. Loyalty is everything. I really, really appreciate that shit, for real. All right. What's good, Brother Watkins? Yeah, Carter, man. The whole card was good. The whole weekend was good, man. And don't forget, man, Saturday night, Devin Haney, Yorgos Gamboa is going down, man. Make sure you check that one out, dog. Both of y'all, make sure y'all check that one out. Chisora sucks. I mean, at one point in time, Chisora was one of the top dogs over there in the UK that was fighting, man. But he's older and he's got a lot of miles on him. He just ain't got it no more. I think it's time to hang the boots up. Yeah, I don't nothing for you. See. Yeah, I mean, Usyk is just slow to me. And I don't know if it's because he moved up in weight. Because at cruiserweight, he looked a lot better. But he just was a little slow, a little sluggish looking. But I think over time, you know, he'll get better. He'll get better. That's what I think. And Joshua will kill him. He's too little. Yeah. Yeah, he's cloud chasing with that one, man, because he knows that fight ain't gonna never happen no damn way. So he's got a better chance of fighting Earl Spence than Anthony Joshua any day. He's just letting you know that he's very confident in his abilities. Demetrius Andrade is very confident in his abilities. I'm an Andrade fan. I like the Providence, Rhode Island cat a whole lot. So we'll see what happens. You hear me? We'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Nell, check out that Devin Haney. You in Rome. Check it out, man. Check it out. And anybody else that listens to this, make sure you download the DAZN app and check my boy Devin Haney out this Saturday night. It's going to be a good fight against an experienced veteran. And we get to see what Devin Haney going to do, man. They say his training has been 100% on point, his camp. So we're going to see what's up, man. We're going to see what's up. I also got Boxing Talk episode 2 going down tomorrow. I'm off from Amazon. I got a hair appointment in the morning. Then after that, man, we talking boxing. Episode 2, man. We're going to talk about this weekend's action and some of the future fights that's getting ready to come up in November and December. And some January matchups that's kind of getting finalized right now. We're going to talk about all that. And we got NFL talk, man. So it's going to be a couple live streams by your boy tomorrow. Trust and believe that, man. Like I said, we're going to roll this thing till the wheels fall off. You hear me? This is what I do, baby. I'm enjoying this shit. And I'm going to get to the point to where your boy going to take over the game. I'm telling you. It take time to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. You hear me? We're going to get there. But yeah, man, I'm going to probably go ahead and wrap this up. I just wanted to kind of rap a little bit about what happened this weekend. But I'll be here tomorrow. I believe I got the show scheduled for 7. I don't know. Check my page and check back in with me tomorrow. And I got a couple of shows coming on tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of shows going on tomorrow, straight up. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we're going to keep rolling this thing. Share this and tell a friend to come fuck with me. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. Video promos for the upcoming fights coming soon as well. The grind don't stop. And let the haters hate. You hear me? But I appreciate you brothers for tuning in. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And like I said, share this and tell a friend to tell a friend. Much love, y'all. Be safe.